Good morning. Welcome back to Roosters this morning. It's a nice fall morning, and I hope y'all enjoyed the last video. And I'd like to thank AgingWell for having us again to provide such a wonderful service to the population that could use this. So let's get started and let's start talking about Thanksgiving, what Thanksgiving is, and how we can make the most out of the leftovers from Thanksgiving and heat and reheat Thanksgiving properly, safely, and so we can continue to enjoy ourselves in life into the future. So here we have two different types of thermometers. They are both probe digital thermometers. A thermometer is one of the most important tools in the kitchen for us here at the restaurant, but also at home. Lots of folks do not have them at home. I always suggest that any population that doesn't know or may have forgotten how to cook certain temperatures on things and to reheat, to use a thermometer. Thermometer is a wonderful tool. It'll keep you from having overcooked foods and also keep you from having undercooked foods that can hurt you in the long run. They're pretty simple. All these are available online. Our companies we use are Taylor, and this one is a Smock. And we use this one primarily because it was suggested by the health inspector. And this one's the standard that's in our industry. This one is a little nicer, but it, of course, is a little more expensive. On average, each one of these, this is about $45 and this is about $65. And you can have them, you can buy cheaper versions from your grocery store, which are not digital per se, but they'll work, but make sure you calibrate them according to the manufacturer's instructions on the thermometer. That is such an important thing never to ever forget, because thermometers change. They lose, the batteries go dead, or in a dial thermometer, it'll become off and you have to recalibrate it and follow the manufacturer's instructions accordingly. And how we judge it here at the restaurant, we take it, turn it on, open it up, and stick it into a glass of ice water, and about 50-50 or 75 to 25 ice to water. And it should reach down to 32.4, 32.6 degrees, and you know at that point your thermometer is working correctly. So whatever things you stick it into or probe, it will give you a reading that's proper and safe. And this one is correct. So, and now I'd like to demonstrate how to insert it into a piece of food to be sure that your food is cold, hot, or whatever you need it to be. And cold foods should never be out for more than 3.5 hours at between 40 degrees and 140 degrees. That is a between 40 and 145 is now the temperature set by the state. When you reheat something, you have to reheat it to 165 degrees. And to do so, when you heat something in the oven, like a chicken wing that's been pre-cooked, probe it, but do not touch the bone. And it should give you, from the cooler, it should be 40 degrees. And when you reheat it, it should reach 165, no less. Because reheat temperatures are such an important thing. And I always try to remember never to reheat something more than twice. If you're gonna eat it the first or second time, it's in your best interest to discard it or turn it into dog food or cat food or something that suits your family's needs. The importance of thermometers in the kitchen they're necessary. So please make sure your kitchen has one and use it often and frequently. It is so important, and it'll help keep you safe and your family safe for years to come. And I also like to talk to you about how to reheat a leftover and how to cool a leftover. Like if you have produced a Thanksgiving dinner and it's sitting on the counter and everybody's eating, be sure to try to wrap it up and get it into the refrigerator or a cooler as soon as possible. If something is hot, do not put it into the refrigerator wrapped up hot. You need the heat to escape it, not to trap it. Once it's cooled, then you can wrap it and safely tuck it away for storage or even freeze it. But it has to be cooled off to 40 degrees or lower before it is wrapped. And that's a very important thing. If you see condensation on wrap in the refrigerator, that usually means it was put away hot. and that could potentially trap bacteria in those molecules, those water droplets, that could harm you. And it goes in line with heating things to 165. So please be sure that's always done, and it'll help you. Now, to leftover foods. I was having a discussion this morning with a nice lady, and we were talking about the leftovers and how a recipe could be derived from a leftover. Leftovers are per your family. If you want to create something new out of leftover turkey, the first thing I think of is turkey cranberry sandwiches. Or you can turn it into a hash for a morning with eggs. It's very good that way, especially if you add some Southwestern style spices. It changes the whole dynamics of the bird. And we, in the restaurant industry, always gravitate towards the natural environments where they came from, because turkeys are originated, I do believe, in the Central Americas, along with, that's where pumpkins and gourds and stuff originated. So they go so well together. So you can make a stuffing again out of the turkey and add it to just Sunday afternoon dinner after Thanksgiving, to bake again like a stuffing, with the pumpkin left over, the turkey left over, and some of the breads left over. There's many, many different avenues to get the food used, and from an economical standpoint, it's marvelous to do so. It saves you money and keeps you fed, and we should never throw away food. Somebody would love to have that food that could probably really need it. And I know a lot of populations of folks that need nutrients rather than just substance in their body. They actually need the leftover greens or a salad that was left over. Just don't let it go to waste. Waste is a large portion of what is the problem with the restaurant industry, discarding stuff. And we save a lot here, and we donate a lot to people that need it. So please keep in mind to be safe this Thanksgiving, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and enjoy friends and family to the fullest, but also enjoy your leftovers so you can, I don't know, hopefully sit back and watch your favorite team on Sunday afternoon and enjoy the thoughts of your family while you eat leftovers. And thanks again, and I hope to see you here at the restaurant soon and another video. Have a good day.